us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the UTEP Miners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the UTEP head coach before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Young. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the UTEP Miners offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back him up.
Running inside, it's Walker. Finding some room. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Got his man down the middle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Walker. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The run inside. It's Walker. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Texas's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Tight end now in motion. The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Complete to start this drive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. Safe completion on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Alexander. And that's a live ball behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. Let it go. At least they fell on it. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man. It's Bohannon. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Miners have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. To the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Hunter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the delay, it's Alexander. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken by Texas, it's their 2nd. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd down play from the gun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dad.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take me, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hunter. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The pull and throw off the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Using his legs, it's Walker. Past the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big first down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Gonna run it. It's Ali. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the RPO, complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Clears the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run inside. It's Hunter. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure
Makes the grab in their space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Running inside, it's Walker. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Gonna make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Great place to start for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. He roars all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Let it go! Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the shotgun on third down. Gets open down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Pulls it in. It's Bohannon. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And down he goes. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. That will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Oh, that was a pretty